could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
That's it. What's this? I got a point. We're gonna... Should I unlock? Bloody hell, man, I don't know. Let me see the body first.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Way I'll succeed in endurance. No fucking way. And I don't want to spend points on that. Only 3%. Psyche.
There he still is, looking.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
You need to pass through it. That there is no other way.
The smell
it's
is
faded.
repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Legendary is 14. You know when you get into 6, you still need 2 points into endurance. And it's still gonna be 3% chance. This shit is fucking crazy. Let it out. Try to walk away.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Shish kebab. I don't know if anyone here ever ate shish kebab, but it's fucking amazing how good it is. Yurian, hello.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Where do we get ammonia?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay, ammonia then. I think it bugged out. Look at the hand. Let me... Oh no, I need to restart the game. It completely bugged out. Look at the hand. It's everywhere. Fuck. Even in the main menu seems like. What is this? For real? Quick restart. I got some achievements. 0. Did they even work? Hard to get achievements for this game. Very hard. Seven achievements after a play. Which means multiple playthroughs. They made it to be like that. Gardener.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
You've been doing in a greenhouse. No, first we take this.
Sure.
Salts.
I'm done with them.
Ammonia.
Go easy on that stuff.
What are we doing there?
This might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Visual calculus. Squint your eyes and look at her intently.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
Traffic jam, the plaza, an entrance to the yard.
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
Are you by any chance keeping an eye on us?
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
That's not important right now.
It is. Because he sent you to harass me, didn't he? You shouldn't listen to him. It was probably him who wrote that.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
What we got now is ammonia, yeah. Should I put points here and start researching everything there is? I guess I should. We're gonna research magnesium-based life form. Shivers, no shakes. And over here, the 15 in the tribe is not 5 hours. This is only 1 hour. Magnesium-based life form. Internalize that. On the next level, I internalize the next one until I get them all. Now, where is that magnesium, or whatever the fucking that's magnesium ampoule of ammonia? Can only use it in conversations, I guess. Let me see.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's 8% chance. What on earth? And again this bug with a hand. It ain't gonna work.
There
This is
he
bullshit.
still is, looking. The ammonia only. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
I think I don't wanna be a cop anymore.
Get a hold of yourself. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Can we do something else?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
Do it without me, I just can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
I don't wanna get my shit together. My shit is already together.
No, it's not, officer. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
No, this shit just needs to work and it's simple as that. What he said basically is get a level somewhere, put a point into endurance. That's what he said. But I'll try it like this. Because I'm far away from a level.
There he still is, looking right through. The ammonia only.
Very low chance. Very, very low. And it's a freaking miracle to work.
There he still is. The ammonia.
I don't know where to get XP. Maybe with Dolores. I could try there.
There he still is. The ammonia only.
Try like 2 more times. Then I'll try Dolores to get the XP. I need to put a point into endurance. Or an item that gives endurance, maybe. That can help too. I need to go to the store then.
There he still is.
The shit ain't gonna work. Once more, and then I'm up to the story. Loris. Trade, we'll see what. No, this shit just doesn't work.
There he still is. The ammonia.
It ain't gonna work. No matter the chance. But manual save. I could call in police.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too. Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Convince them that you didn't lose your gun.
Even before you can
Fucking
get the
game, I'm
words
gonna
out,
break something.
everything gets scrambled in your brain.
Fuck! I'll pass through it quickly. But fuck! Fuck! 72% chance.
Inside, you see a set of steering
Shut up,
levers,
come on.
a radio mic.
This is precinct just
10,
The man
10-4, 10-18. State your message, sir. 10-4. He's done. Alright. He's the request. Well, Vicmar said... what did you want?
You really need to get your shit together. This is...
Let us address them now, sir. Over.
Let's report the badge missing.
10-9. Over. 10-4. And he... You good dick. It's up.
Dick Mullen.
Mullen. 10-4. I... What? His badge. He lost his goddamn... 10... Sergeant...
Check your pockets. No.
10-9, come in, officer.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Listen, I actually lost my gun too. No.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Are you alone in the room?
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you?
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
You don't say.
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Wrap this up, conclude. Fuck off.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that.
We do the entire transmission tomorrow. I wanna deal with a corpse. Where's the level? I need endurance to survive that shit. That's it. Let's see the percentage now. I hope there is some better percentage.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
It was 7, now it's 17. That's disgusting. That's just
There
straight
he
disgusting.
still is. The
Straight fucking disgusting. So the next level is gonna be like 28 or 32%. So it doesn't change much. I need
There
this
he
corpse
still
down
is. The
until it works. Casinos were always hell for me. I spent more than 15 years of my life in them.
There he still is. The
Betting, gambling, whatever you like. I started to bet on football when I was third grade of elementary school, 7-3, when I was 10 years old, 9 or 10. And I was doing it till I was 26. So 16 years of betting. And I gambled for like 5 years tops.
There he still is. Looking right. The ammonia
Piece of
only.
shit.
There he still is. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Spec boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Sabatons.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest of it?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Nice. That makes sense.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Kaching, baby, not to the boots.
Not too much, yes.
Sounds puny, no wonder I can't pay my hostel bill.
It's a sorry situation, I agree.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out.
Initial report.
Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
That's the serial number.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
Let's lie.
That doesn't sound like a serial number. Where's the structure and logic of a line of manufactured products? Well, no matter. We should run it anyway.
True. It didn't have the cadence and logic of a real manufactured item.
Run it as I said. I don't know why I lied. The number is that.
Officer, the decomposing corpse has temporarily suspended my sense of humor. Let's continue in a less playful manner. Anyway, we have a make and a number. That's something.
I told you the
We
truth.
can use the
Fuck
radio
it.
in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Oof. Pull the boot off.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
This is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Not a homo.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's case.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
That would go super well with my bottom pants. There may be clues inside the boot.
Try what?
If you can't experiment, how will you learn?
I don't think we should do anything just for the hell of it. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Sounds like a plan, except steal dead man's boots. That will be dishonorable. Refuse for honor.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fight.
Back off.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Live and
As
save.
twist- The man before
Inspect
you
the
is
belt.
naked. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under six-rotor airships.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
The rope is reinforced with a steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
It was something else.
Yes, it often is. This bell worries me.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Inspect tattoos. Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure. I agree.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let it work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
No larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow. The man before you...
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Inland Empire.
I'm
Nice. Where have you gone?
into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past, way out west.
Who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Who were you?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer. Go ahead, Kobo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions.
Why do I love questions
You
so
fucking
much?
love questions. Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoony Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
And it is. Yeah.
You might be onto something there.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Copo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Looking at my face. Motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because he told me to not the word Kim. Maybe it will lead us to something.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
I hate you thinking you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Myself in a bathroom mirror. A baby affected with harlequins. That.
You sure wrinkled out of that one, Coppolini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If, of course, you come back late.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. Cover your nose, something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
God damn right, I'm a fucktard. Turn around and yell.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Big's head, he's a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
He's beaten up, see the bruises.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Maybe he was strangled by someone.
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Back off.
But there is no breath.
Save, try to get him down.
The man before...
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
No, put him down.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
An acrobatic maneuver would solve this situation. Nothing can go wrong with a good maneuver.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
What was that about processing then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Can the boys from the processing take care of this?
No.
Why?
Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
What if we bring motor carriage over?
I have thought of that, yes. But the tire tracks would compromise the scene. Any prints would become illegible. That's if we get it through the hole in the... Also,
Fuck
my
you.
MC has a sloped roof. It's a sports model. The roof is slippery. An all-around bad platform to stand on.
How about I take you piggyback?
How about I take you, piggyback?
The fuck are these pigs talking about?
Cool though.
Their bank or something. Oh, it's fucking boring, Kuno. Wish they'd fuck already.
Oh my god. Fucking shut up.
Pig, why you gotta disrespect my girl? This shit makes Kuno sad.
Fuck that banana boyka in the ass, Kuno.
Yo. Been online for nearly 9 hours. I'm dead tired, dead hungry.
I wasn't actually implying I would. I meant it's a bad idea.
It's a fucking hilarious idea. You two puskapas get on top of each other and fuck.
In silence, the lieutenant gives you a meaningful glance, as if to say, case in point.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
It seems unclimbable, cause the ladder is treacherously rotten. But you could use your hands and feet to reach around the tree, then hang from the branch.
It seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Seems like a lot of hassle, let's not do it.
We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
How do you plan to get him down then? With social sensibility? Are you going to educate him down?
How about we shoot him down?
Yeah, bang bang time, pig. Shoot his head off.
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
Let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
a lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight.
Fucking idiot. Look about asshole.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals.
So
We
what
have
now?
eyes on us. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Can I have the gun? I would wish to save though. Can I have the gun?
It's bad as it is. Go ahead. I'm not...
This is the sorriest
Take the
pair
gun.
of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
They only have one gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Feel the weight.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. You've held this, a P9 Armistice, before. At some point it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
Hand-eye coordination.
Miss.
Close your left eye first. Point the gun at Kuno S. Point the gun at Kuno S.
Do it! Set me free!
Don't.
Do it!
explosion. Legendary, pull the trigger. Can I shoot the freaking kid? What?
The sound of the explosion from your gun echoes all over Martinez. The bullet found its way to the heart of district in mourning. Burned out cop shoots child. Yesterday, in the district of Martinez, a deranged law official from the paramilitary outfit that calls itself the Revachol Citizens Militia shot and killed 10-year-old Kunoes Vitalainen. Locals are in shock. He was out of control, said Lawrence Scott, local hostel and cafeteria manager. I hope they put him away for good.
That's how you end up when you shoot a kid. It was too serious. Legendary, boom. Yo. She was hilarious. Way too tempting. Ooh. Man.
The man before you is naked.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary?
He does
The cadaver.
an acrobatic maneuver. What was that about? Processing, then?
Somewhat. I know it's hard, but I have also my MC at how
Oh, they're bankles, pig. Fuck that banana.
I wasn't.
It's a
In silence, the loot. It seems unclimbable. Cause
Honestly, I prefer non-acrobatic. Clown crit.
Fuck! See, you're only making them do those things less.
What I'm proposing is, we save acrobatic tricks as the last resort.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring multiple parts I've...
We are.
how do you plan to get him down?
Yeah!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the...
Yeah.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed, silent, and produces a lightweight firearm. He
Just
drops
wait
a
through
paper
this.
cartridge in the
Hope
barrel.
I can raise the
separates
possibility of
scourge
shooting this.
and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's. He then steps back, and
He's gonna...
the kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast.
God damn it.
A lot of
Kuno could have hit it easy.
Not any.
Kuno.
the lieutenant doesn't say a word.
I have to.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot.
Can I have a gun?
It's bad. Go ahead.
This is.
Yeah, take it, you fuck...
Feel the weight.
You've heard the buckle.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
Say
At
shut
least
up.
You won't miss.
42 when I say shut up.
What? You gonna fuck me?
Even.
You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Close your left eye.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying.
58.
You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Jesus Christ, shut up. That's
The
the
buckle
corpse.
explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
Communism killed.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been policed. RCM, baby, RCM. How did I do that? Who's laughing now, you little shit?
Fuck you, Corpale!
Ace is high.
The ace is high, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves. You could add an ace's low to it, if you like, by turning your back after the high and waiting for another.
Slap it and wait for an ace low.
The high arrives with a sharp slap. As you turn around, there is a moment of doubt. Feels like that low ain't gonna connect. Chill, it's gonna connect. But then it does, and with furious precision. The lieutenant is not one to leave an
We got aces low
hanging.
I knew these guys were
Vegas.
Officer, let's keep our attention on the victim. We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse smells. The fall seems to have released something deep inside it.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy. Yes, the 4 phases of a murder scene. 1. Investigation of the scene. I'm satisfied with that part. The trash container, the prints, we've been thorough enough. 2. Initial examination of the victim. We were exhaustive in our efforts there. Good job. 3. Field autopsy. This will not be pleasant or easy, and it will have to be performed on the scene.
The fuck are they on about?
Cops are gonna cut his shit up next.
4 and final, transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, it stinks.
Not have someone else for the autopsy like a doctor.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From crime scene to autopsy to cleanup, we do it all. Your station would not have assigned you the case otherwise. This case is important.
Give him back his gun.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. I would also suggest we interview Joyce, the Wild Pines representative, but we've already done that, so good for us. 1 down, 1 to go. Yes, and those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Make a manual save.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion. By autopsy, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep...
Let's take an autopsy. I'm done for today. I just can't anymore. Been playing for nearly 9 hours. We continue tomorrow. The game is freaking amazing with voice acting. It's like 3 times better than when it was released. I bloody love it now. But I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead tired. My back is hurting from the chair. And I'm fucking hungry. Guys, thanks for watching. I wish you all good night. Be seeing you back tomorrow.